Nailed it.
It's just one of those days. Oh boy. Welcome to an After Dark edition, I guess. Based on my lighting, of the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the tea in reality, usually, but you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay, we are drinking lemon ginger honey tea because my voice is quickly fading. I can't let that happen.
Oh, yes. I know a thing or two about ginger, lemon, honey tea. Nonetheless, my name is Aneesa Logan, also known as Sam DMV, also known as Sam de Monteverde, your fellow friendly 5'3" trans non-binary Filipino Canadian mentally unstable hot mess hailing all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Scarborough, if you want to be specific, Woburn, if you want to be more specific than that. And today, I'm going back to it, the Nescafe Gold coffee with a bunch of caramel macchiato creamer because I actually really like it. It's super unhealthy.
There's nothing wrong with a whole bunch of creamer.
Uh-huh.
I have a 64-ounce bottle of hazelnut coffee creamer in my fridge currently.
But do you basically pour it in your cup and have in terms of it'll be 1 part coffee?
Is your coffee, is the color of your coffee beige or is it tan?
My coffee is beige.
I'm disappointed. Speaking of disappointment, the Malta Eurovision Song Contest.
Oh!
Boy, well, okay. It is part 7 of reviewing national selections that end on Super Saturday. We've made it. We've done 6 other ones. And we're ending on a note.
On a note.
It is indeed a note. Some of them did not hit the notes.
A bunch of them did not.
Boy, Jesus. So, we are talking about the Malta Eurovision Song Contest, rife with drama, intrigue, and 40 fucking songs.
Yep. It's on the iceberg.
I feel like MESC at this point this year needs to have its own iceberg.
Honestly,
so much
with that.
But we wanted to wait until the final because we didn't want to cover 40 songs.
Mm-mm. I remember we did 36 songs from Serbia last year. So and I remember that being super exhausting.
San Remo was bad enough with 28.
Yeah.
But, so we're here. We're going to talk about the finalists. The semifinal happened yesterday at our time of recording. The final is tomorrow at the time of recording. So this was quite literally the only time we could record. So we're going to talk about the 16 finalists. One of them will go to Eurovision for Malta.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Malta got drawn into the first semifinal? Question mark? I'm looking it up. Yes, so Malta was drawn into the first half of semifinal 1. Currently among the likes of Wild Youth for Ireland and our Queen Alessandra.
Yes.
So, and also in the same semi as icons Vesna, who were finally officially announced as the representatives for Czechia. It is no longer the Republic. Czechia. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to say it yet. I will learn.
Czechia?
Czechia. Is it that easy?
I don't know. That's how I just think it's pronounced.
I'm going to say Czechia for now. In the same semifinal as Vesna, as well as Noah Kirel for Israel, and Mia Nicolai and Dion Cooper for Netherlands. Malta, you got a couple options, and you should pick one of those couple of options.
Please.
And with that being said, we're going to dive in. So like we talked about, there were 3 heats in the Malta Eurovision Song Contest this year, narrowing down 40 songs to 24, I believe it was, for the semifinal. That semifinal narrowed down the field from 24 to a final 16. We would be remiss if we did not mention the disqualification of the year. Fan favorite on our end, I would say, Aiden Kassar, disqualified for essentially promoting his own song.
Yeah. And it was like a timing thing too, right? Oh, sorry. It was a timing thing too, right? Where it's like, oh, just a bit too early.
Yeah, from what I don't know the whole story, and quite frankly, I don't need to. From what I understand, it's a stupid rule on the part of MESC. If I'm being frankly honest, I think it's stupid. But from what we understand as well, the broadcaster did give Aiden several warnings regarding this. So, but now he's the interval act for the final tomorrow for Malta. So, like, go stream Rahina when it comes out on Sunday.
And continue streaming Ritmu and supporting really all of his music.
A lot. His music is great. One of my favorite artists that I've discovered from national selections, truly. But yeah, and then Rahina is going to be out on streaming platforms on Sunday. So, I believe it's Sunday.
I would not be able to tell you.
I think it's the 12th, which is Sunday. So go stream it whenever it's available. It's a really good song. To be honest, I don't think he would have won. I think he would have made the final. I don't think he would have won, but
he would have been up there.
Top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Top 3 for sure.
Oh, yeah.
With that being said, we're going to dive into 16 songs that some exist more than others.
Oh, yeah.
I just needed to take a deep breath because we're going in alphabetical order. So we're starting strong. We're starting with Brooke. The song is Checkmate.
Really, the one song that has stood the test of time throughout this entire national selection.
Yeah. And
with good reason.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
Great song. I think this is, we were talking prior to going to record this, and I said, realistically, I think there are some good songs in here. I think there are only 2 songs where Malta stands a chance of qualifying, and this is one of them.
This is the one we clearly agree on.
This is the one we agree on. The other one, I'm not sure yet because
I really don't know.
Opinion. But yeah, I mean, she's got a fantastic live vocal. I loved the staging in the semifinal.
Oh yeah,
this is Eurovision ready. My fear is Malta's drawn in this first semifinal, and the first semifinal is slowly becoming the semifinal of death this year. Again,
that's crazy.
I
mean, so I will say, Malta was in the first semifinal during 2021, and I remember that
also, they sent Destiny.
Right, that is true. I mean,
Destiny was guaranteed to qualify.
That is true, but
didn't
also,
she win? Didn't she win the semi? Yeah, I was like, she won the semi.
No, I'm just saying. You know, semi one that year was also, we also kind of looked at it as the stronger of the 2.
I would say last year too.
Yeah. Although the second one was actually really strong as well last year.
I preferred the music in semifinal 2, but semifinal 1 was a lot more competitive.
Yeah.
For me personally. But yeah, this song is great. She's Eurovision ready. There were a few pitch issues, but that's to be understandable. Or it's to be expected. Words are not working for me this evening. This is borderline Eurovision winner potential. I'm giving her that.
I don't know. Yeah,
I think it needs a lot of work.
Can it
needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
And she hasn't done any favors by the fact that she is in the same half of the semifinal as Alessandra.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there are a lot of really good pieces here. The dynamics in this song are really strong. I enjoy watching this performance. I've watched it a few times at this point.
Yep.
I love a purple fringe bodysuit.
Yep, and she's given her all in this performance too.
I'm hopeful.
I'm super hopeful.
Yeah. Let's move to Cheryl Balzan with the song La La Land.
I want to like it.
Just like the movie, I don't care for this.
I like the movie better than the song.
Really?
No. Okay. So I like their aesthetic. I like her aesthetic. I like the vibe. She's got a decent voice.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't do a whole lot for me because it doesn't go a whole lot of places.
It feels like someone told her to try rock and she's trying it, but that's not like what she wants to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Did she write this? She wrote this. Okay. Take back everything I said. No, this song just isn't for me.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily take back everything.
I'm not taking back everything.
It could be like a, we want you to do rock, but write it.
It feels a little bit like "Story of My Life" by Leslie Roy.
I actually like that song though. It's weird.
Oh, I love my Queen Les. Love her down. But I don't know. This isn't for me, unfortunately. But good for you, Cheryl, for making the final.
Yeah, congrats.
Let's move to Grech with the song "Indescribable."
Let me look through my notes real quickly. All of them. Nope, never mind. I'm gonna hold off.
There's not much to say.
There's not much to say.
I want to point out some lyrics here, Aneesa, because he says in the chorus that it's indescribable, and then later in the chorus says, I've got no words to describe it. Doesn't that mean indescribable?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. This is also not for me.
This is also not for me. His voice is okay to my personal ears.
Fine.
It was pitchy towards the lower end.
Oh, he was flat in the verses.
Yeah. The song doesn't do a whole bunch for me. It also doesn't help that he kind of looks like my district manager from when I used to work at Coffee Time.
Oh no.
I was like, damn, Michael.
Not Michael.
Oh no. His belts were decent. Were all right.
Fine.
That's all I can say about it, really. It didn't do much for me.
Yeah. Next is Christian Arding. The song is Eku Ċar, or I believe I'm saying that right. I don't speak Maltese. Sorry. The English translation is a clear echo.
Excuse me. I'm glad there is a song in Maltese
Oh, this is the only one in the final, isn't it?
This is the only one in the final.
Oh wow. I think there were more.
There were definitely more. I would assume there would be more with a 40-song selection. So
3, 4. I believe there were 5.
Okay.
And most of them got eliminated in the heats.
Okay.
So one of them actually being Aiden, because Rahina is partially in Maltese.
Yes, that is true. Okay. It got better. Whoa. I gotta map this out in my brain.
Valid.
It's also, we're also doing this at an hour. I'm not used to staying awake, but I insisted on it because I am able to stay awake for it. Barely. So I didn't know if I felt about it overall, because it was like I didn't like it at the start, but as the song progressed, it got better. Like it got better towards the end for me when he started going all out with his voice. But otherwise, again, the song doesn't do a whole lot for me.
I found that there was no organization in this song. It kind of just felt like there were moments happening, and then all of a sudden there was a chorus. And then there was a bridge, but then there was a pre-bridge to the bridge, and then the chorus had a post-chorus. I was confused.
Sure.
And I can't blame him. He didn't write this. So, I don't know. The whole thing feels confusing. His vocal is fine. But overall, I literally wrote down, what was this song? A clear echo into someone's disorganization when it comes to creating music.
A clear echo inimai. Anyways, up next!
Next is Dan. Just Dan.
Dan.
Just Dan, not to be confused with Just Jan. The
Just
song is It'll Be Okay.
And it was okay.
I really like this song.
I actually do like. I actually really.
This is not competitive in the slightest.
Yeah, actually, that's what I was gonna say about it. This is not competitive.
Okay, I also wrote this. I think we finally have. This is the epitome of perfectly inoffensive in the best possible way.
I think so too.
Like, yeah. I enjoyed this. It was lovely. He's got a great vocal. Will this win? No. On the off chance it goes to Eurovision, will he probably get last place? Yes.
Yes.
But do I enjoy this song? Absolutely.
Yes. No, he's got a great tone. I think that's really what sells it all for me. He's got an amazing tone in his voice. Excuse me. I like the vibe. It's been a while since we heard ukulele, because we didn't get any of it in 2022.
We did in the American Song Contest, so I got a little bit of it.
Oh, okay. Because the last time I heard a ukulele was 2021 with Mr. Yendrick.
I just forgot about that.
I have not, because I have it in my playlist.
No, I meant the American Song Contest.
Oh, the American Song Contest.
And how it didn't get renewed for this year.
Yeah.
Well, we fucked it up, so one of the only good things to come out of it was Alexa. Anyway, Dan. Yeah, I enjoyed this. I thought it was good.
I feel like he could do so much more with his voice, though. Like, I would love to see him come back and, like, compete.
Absolutely.
Because he definitely has the voice for it. It feels like an adult performing at Junior Eurovision.
A little, but I don't mind it.
I don't mind it because it sounds great.
Yeah. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Once all the songs drop on streaming services, I'm definitely putting this on my playlist.
So am I.
Work. Next is MESC mainstay. I guess she's been around for a little bit. Eliana Gomez Blanco, this year performing Guess What?
I really like this.
I enjoy it.
This does not feel competitive to me. That's just my
No.
Yeah.
No. Do I enjoy it? Yeah.
Yes.
She's got a very interesting tone, and that's what I like the most about her.
Mm-hmm.
I believe she competed last year at MESC. I don't remember what she did.
If she did something, it probably got eliminated before the stage we talked about it at.
Maybe?
Because we did semifinals, I believe, last year.
No, she didn't compete. Why does her name sound so familiar then? Yeah, she didn't compete last year.
No idea.
Oh, maybe it was... Well, the last time they did it was 2018, so... You know who competed in 2018 for MESC?
Ooh.
Aiden. He got 4th.
Good God.
Then how do I know her? Anyway, continue with your praise for Eliana Gomez.
I love this like jazzy vibe. I'm a huge sucker for that. I really like her voice. Again, like you mentioned, Logan, she's got a great tone, and that's very much the selling point for me. There were some pitch issues as well, but I personally didn't mind it as much for this because I was already like absolutely eating up everything else.
Sure. I realized why and how I know Eliana Gomez Blanco.
How do you
she
know?
She represented Malta in 2019 at Junior.
Oh.
I was like, the name sounds so familiar. She got last.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, how well did Nicole do? Because I remember, because last year we had Nicole who sang
at the party.
Yes. How well did she do in Junior?
Let's look it up. Funeral. Not the same one.
Holy shit.
There are several Nicole at the parties, apparently. She got 13th at Junior in 2010.
Okay, gotcha.
She was in the final round of the Junior Maltese selection in 2007. A finalist in 2008 and got 5th in the Junior selection in 2009, and then represented in 2010 with Knock Knock Boom Boom, placing 13th. Anyway, Eliana Gomez Blanco. This is cute.
I really like it. It almost gave me a bit of like, You Know I'm No Good.
Oh, okay.
By Amy Winehouse. Mm-hmm. And it didn't help that she had a similar hair for it too.
She looked a little bit like Amy Winehouse. I wouldn't be surprised if that was an inspiration.
Yeah. Like she, if anything, Amy Winehouse probably is an inspiration to her. And actually, no, that is all I wrote. Oh yeah, The Pocket. It's great. I enjoy the band. It's great. The backing vocals, great. She blends well with the backing vocals. So, I mean, I like it.
Good on you, girl.
Good on you.
Let's move to Fabrizio Faniello with Try to Be Better.
And he tried.
Fabrizio, try to be better.
That part.
I wrote vocals were a little shaky. Not the most unique song, but like fine.
It's fine. I mean, I really like that the band is all women.
Sure.
Like that honestly was my favorite part about the performance.
Sure.
Not the strongest voice. I like the music. Except his verses where he's singing in his lower register, I cannot understand what he's saying because it's so you know?
Yeah. Yeah, not my favorite. Unfortunately. Next is Geo Debono with the song The Mirror.
I think I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. Okay, so this is the part where I give my perfectly inoffensive award.
That's generous.
So congratulations, Geo Debono. Quote unquote. I still don't like it though.
Oh, this was my last place.
This was down there for me. This was definitely in my bottom 3.
This is bad. I'm sorry. I think the song is whatever. The performance was not good. Like, objectively, he was going for notes and missing them completely. All I wrote was, find the note, girl. Find the note.
The last note that I wrote was, I appreciate the risk he took vocally.
I didn't.
You know, he's ambitious.
I just really want to understand how this made it to the final over 24 other songs.
No, because you know which eliminated song I still have running in my head, and I don't know why.
Is it Sound of My Stilettos?
Actually, that too, but Unapologetic.
Jessica was robbed this year. I was so sad.
This song wasn't good, but it
wasn't good, but she should have made it to the final again.
It's ridiculously catchy.
If you can make a wild card spot for her to make the final last year, you could do it again this year.
They probably didn't do it again. Okay, they probably didn't do it again this year because Jessica Muscat got last place last year.
Well, and her cousin won last year.
Oh, it's cousin.
I think. I wouldn't. They have the same last name.
They do. I thought they were sisters.
Oh, I don't know.
I really don't know. Like, that's so, because I know we have a similar situation here this year with Geo and Bradley Debono.
Yeah. And, Bradley's song was better.
I don't remember.
I think I listened to a snippet of it. Well, and then last year, everyone and their mother's song was written by a Cassar, so...
That is true.
I don't think that's the case this year, but... Anyway, I want to move on to a better song.
And we will.
Giada, I Depend on You.
I really like this.
Oh, okay. I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
I feel like, to me, I don't know why. Probably just because I've been a champion for Giada since the very first... Since last year.
You have loved Giada for a hot moment.
I have loved Giada. And I still do, because I, again, really like this, and I could see this kind of competing in Eurovision to be one of the token female, like, ballads, you know?
I could see her. I couldn't see this song.
Sure.
I could see her. I don't dislike this song by any means of the imagination. It's not incredibly inventive, but to be fair, neither was I Am What I Am. And to be fair, Emma didn't compete with that, but whatever.
But yeah, no, amazing voice like always, beautiful vibrato. I loved how stripped it was, and it's just her and, the electric guitar. I love that towards the second verse, we get more of her like singing in full voice.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get a whole bunch of it towards the end as well. And the runs, the one thing is that the runs were, whatever runs she did, some of them were hit. Majority of them were hits, and then there were a couple of misses as well. Because it's like, oh, she hit all the notes in the run, but the transitioning like didn't sound the best. But I know she can work on it.
She needs a few years, and I think genuinely we will see her at Eurovision like 2025, 26.
I could see that, and I would
I honestly do. I think it could happen. Yeah, I think this was a solid entry. Nothing inventive. Will I listen to this again? Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Ian with the song On My Own.
I feel like I'm sorry, I'm just gonna jump in right away.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so this is the one for you. Okay.
No.
No. I mean, we talked about it. But we'll touch on it once we give out the points. Judging by your facial expressions. Anyways, I feel like if this were to win, it's gonna get compared to the lesser kind of done version of Because of You.
See, I don't see a comparison with that at all.
But like in terms of like how it was performed and kind of the entire message of the song and kind of the vibe that Ian was kind of going for, I did see a bit of Gustav in it. But obviously I like Gustav's song a lot better than this.
Yeah, I really enjoy this actually.
It was all right. Like he's got a decent voice.
I don't know what it is. I think it's just there are some performers that just like they have that charisma to where they don't have to do a whole lot, but you're like drawn into the performance. That's how I felt here.
You know what? I'll agree on you like 50% because I did enjoy his voice, but I hated the performance itself. I don't know. The choreo really turned me off.
Oh, see, I loved the choreo.
I hated the choreo.
Oh, I loved the choreo. I thought it was so cute.
Like it to me it didn't match with the song.
Oh, when does choreo match a song realistically? No, I don't know what it was about this. I liked his voice. I thought the music was cool. The vibe was there for me. I don't know what it was. He hit that note at the end and I said, "Sir?"
He did.
You better. I don't know. I enjoyed it.
I also really hated I didn't like how he ended his choruses.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I didn't mind it.
Like it felt a bit weird. Like the note he ended on, it was a bit weird.
He kind of goes down a little bit. It's like a half step a little bit. Sort of. Was that what you were talking about? Or
yeah, kind of thing.
Okay. No, I understand that for sure. That's kind of how I sing, if I'm being honest. Like I like doing that little vocal inflection thing. Like dropping a half. I said the same thing twice. I'm tired. But no, I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean.
Right. Anyways, next song.
Matt Black is back. This time with the song Up. I want to hate this. And I'm going to be really honest. I kind of like it.
Okay. So, when we heard the snippets, and I made it to Matt Black's, I liked it. And then we got to the performance, and I, absolutely hated it. I was like,
I knew you would.
Yeah, once we got to the performances, I was like, absolutely not.
Oh, I knew you would. I don't know. Is it just because I want to root for everyone gay? Is that what it is?
I mean, there's someone else.
We'll talk about it. No, my biggest problem was just enunciation. Like, it was all mush mouth for me.
Yeah,
but,
that was
the music was cute.
Yeah.
The choreo, bitch, the choreo. I was like, you better fucking work, Matt Black. Come on now. Like, I was literally sitting here eating my Panda Express. Like, you better fucking work, Matt Black. That choreo. I don't know. I
respect the choreo.
This isn't one of my absolute favorites by any means of the imagination. But I enjoyed it just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh, and I also love I apparently we can't have a Matt Black song without an MATTBLXCK.
No, we can't. And you know what? I want to see him back next year because he ain't going to win this year. I want to see him back next year, and I want to hear him singing his name. And I want him to bring some more cunty choreography. And I want him to serve. And I want him to go to Eurovision at some point and get dead last. But I want it for him so bad.
And that's on what? MATTBLXCK. Honestly, that's my favorite part of it.
We're moving on. Next is Maxine Pace with the song Alone.
I love this.
I'm
a huge fan of it.
So, this is the other one that I think stands a genuine shot at giving Malta a spot in the final.
Okay.
This is the other one. I really do. Because I think this is Eurovision ready. I think this could get this. Oh, I love this. Just the visual, the performance, the drama, the hand, the butterflies, everything. Just obsessed with this woman. I don't know where she came from in little Malta, but this is the other one that I'm like, this stands a genuine shot at a good placement for Malta.
Yeah. There's not many people in this world who has a tone like hers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of my favorite tones.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what sells it for me. She's got an amazing voice. I love her vibrato too, although sometimes it gets her off pitch, but just by a bit. That's like my minor thing about it. And she sounds. Oh, when she went into the falsetto.
Oh.
I believe it was like towards the end or something, like, and then she started like belting even higher. I was like, damn, that. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. This can win Eurovision. I really think. I really do.
I would love to see this be Malta's first win.
I mean, the closest they've gotten other than this is Angel.
Yep, and I believe there was another song that also got second place for Malta. And I'm not remembering what it is.
It should have been Destiny.
It should have been Destiny.
Should have been Destiny.
That's on that's on the televote too, because the televote only.
I don't want to talk about it. Oh, Ira Lasco, Seventh Wonder.
There we go.
Yeah. Third twice as well.
Oh, look at that.
Third in 1998 with Chiara, the one that I love, and then Mary Spiteri, Little Child in 1992. But Malta's done pretty well.
Yeah.
And then Emma Muscat. Oh, I was just reminded, one of my favorite Maltese entries.
Chameleon.
Come on, Chameleon. Michaela deserved so much better than 14th.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I love this song. Maxine, I hope you win.
Love your hair. I hope you win.
Very that. Next is Nathan. The song is Creeping Walls. Perhaps the worst named song of the year. Is it worse than Egg? Is it worse than Unicorn? Would you rather have Unicorn Vibes or Creeping Walls? Take your pick.
I'd rather have Unicorn Vibes.
So this is the part of the show where I actually give out my perfectly inoffensive.
Sure.
It's a fine song. It's fine.
It's fine.
It didn't do anything for me, really. I thought the staging was kind of cute. It didn't do a whole lot for me, unfortunately. But the vocal was good. I want to give props to the vocal because the vocal was good. Just
Absolutely.
it didn't do anything much for me.
Yeah. He's cute. He's got a nice
Sure.
It started nicely. He's got a decent tone.
Yeah.
His voice, he's actually a good singer. I love his belts. I honestly, my favorite part was kind of going on in the music, and it went into a minor key.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember towards after that, he did a run and it got pitchy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he picked it right back up. He recovered from it. And really, to me, this was missing a punch. I felt like
it stayed in the one space that it was in, and it was a good space.
It was a good space,
but
yeah, it has all the good things there.
Mm-hmm.
It just is missing. I want to say the it factor.
It's at 70%.
Yeah, sure.
It's a song that exists with good vocals and good music.
Yeah.
Boom. If he had some more dynamics a la River,
right,
I think that would have maybe given it that sort of, if you're going for a dramatic, creepy vibe, throw in some good acoustics, some percussion, some whatever, and you're gonna get a better song.
Right.
But this is fine.
I think that's what it was. It could have used a bit more haunt.
If that's the vibe you're going for, go for it. Full send it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next, we have Ryan Hili. The song is In the Silence.
I like this.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Yeah. His vocal
is amazing.
One of the strongest, if not the strongest vocal in this final. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
The falsetto was solid.
I liked it. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead, love.
I liked the falsetto, although when he got there and he got to the highest note there, it was sharp.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it builds beautifully. My biggest problem there was the sharpness at the very top of that falsetto. My big other issue was that the choruses ended kind of weirdly.
Yeah.
They kind of fell off a little bit, and I didn't love that particularly. But I mean, overall, I think this is a really solid entry.
Yeah, honestly, this was my pick for perfectly solid.
Sure, okay. Yeah, I would agree with that.
It was between this and Creeping Walls.
Sure. Yeah. Good job, Brian.
Good job.
I hope you get a good result out of this.
For sure.
But 2 more, and we are up to Stefan with Heartbreaker.
Is it just me? Or was it giving a little someone?
It was, and I want to enjoy this. And it has nothing to do with the certain someone that we will not acknowledge. For me, not all the pieces are there. It's missing a little something.
I think he needs to tone it back.
Yeah, a little. I'm don't get me wrong. I love seeing One of Us. I love it. I love it. I think my biggest issue was he was trying to do a lot in the performance and in the staging and in the choreo that the song kind of got lost.
Yeah.
He had a bit of an issue with breath control at several moments.
Absolutely.
But I want to enjoy this.
That's kind of how I felt about this too.
Yeah, I don't know.
And like when he's actually like focused on his like singing, and you know he's fully supported, he actually sounds decent.
It's good. Yeah, it's fine.
It is good.
Yeah, I want it to be better.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. Right. Last up is the Busker. The song is Dance Our Own Party.
What is this?
I don't know, but I like it.
Okay, so I'm back and forth with this.
That's
usually
valid.
This would be something I like.
Yeah.
Okay. So like what I do like about it is what you would think I would like about it, which is, you know, almost the Sunstroke project, the Siti Zeni kind of vibes. And I did get that. However, the performance and some of the vocals kind of threw me off.
Sure.
It also felt a bit messy, and like you can specifically see it when they're all sitting on that bench together, and I think they're supposed to be like doing choreo at the same time, kind of thing. Just that minimal choreo of them like looking to the right, or looking to the left or whatever. And that felt super out of sync. I don't know if they meant for that, but that was just kind of my thing on it.
I would be curious to know how many times they've performed this. I'm going to assume twice in the heat and then in the semi.
Right.
There seemed to be some technical issues.
Sure. Yeah. Because I think because there was reveals, right? It probably was because of the reveals.
Well, because they did the whole like part 1 thing, and then that pops on screen, and then they show up, and then in the part 2,
it lasted long.
It lasted a little long, and it seems like they were rushing over to this couch situation. It felt like Leslie Roy Maps again. And I had a flashback, and I was like, no, I don't know. I did enjoy the staging, though. They did a lot with the staging, and I wanted to give them props for that because I thought it was good. And I do enjoy the song.
I enjoy the music. I don't know about the vocals because, actually, no, I'll kind of take that back because the vocals were decent.
It was solid.
I think it was the lyrics. The lyrics kind of threw me off. I thought the lyrics could have used a lot more substance.
You mean the lyric where it goes, "I feel better in my sweater, got the radio, is this a song you know, but hey, wait, what you say? Do you want to dance?" Those are quite literally lyrics from the song.
Yeah. Honestly, that was the line that stood out. I feel better in my sweater.
Me too.
No, because that was also what was shown in the snippet.
Literally. Well, we've come to the point in our program where we must give out points. So Aneesa and I agreed not to give out any honorable mentions today. Because there weren't any.
Yeah, but I'm sure we're gonna have pretty different lists.
Oh, yes, we are.
Okay. So I had to make a last minute change. Anyways,
we're good.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'll start since you started the last time we recorded together.
Yes.
My 1 point, because I can see where he's going, and I think it has pieces that could be good, it's gonna go to Stefan.
Sure. My 1 point, after some consideration, originally I wasn't going to give it a point, but we're here now. It's gonna be going to the Busker.
Oh wow! Okay. Wow. All right. My 2 points, unironically, go to Blxck.
Great. My 2 points will be going to La La Land.
Sure.
That was really like
Yeah.
Where I was like,
good for her.
Good for her. Yeah.
My 3 points are gonna go to Eliana Gomez Blanco.
Damn. Okay. My 3 points are actually gonna be going to Eku Ċar.
All right. I'm giving 4 points to the Busker.
Sure. I'll be giving 4 points to Creeping Walls.
We have not had any of the same songs.
No, we haven't.
I don't think any of the songs that you listed so far are on my list at all. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Other than the Busker. But 5 points. Very happy. I hope we see her in a few years when her vocals gets a little bit stronger. It's Giada.
Okay, I'm glad she's getting points from you.
Oh, of course.
Okay. My 5 points will be going to In the Silence.
My 6 points go to In the Silence.
Oh. My 6 points will be going to It'll Be Okay.
Okay. My 7 points, also unironically, are going to Ian. I know.
Okay.
I know. That's the one I knew we would be surprised on.
Yeah. You know what's actually so funny? So the song I switched out for Busker.
Oh no, it was Ian.
Was Ian.
No.
Oh, whoa, sorry. Okay, there we go. I nearly went to my Portugal banners. Anyways,
good.
My 7 points are gonna be going to Eliana Gomez Blanco. Guess what?
Sure. 8 points for me. Oh God.
Sorry.
You're
Don't
fine.
mind my background. My mom and my aunt are watching a K-drama.
Good.
So if you hear crying in the background.
I did earlier before we started recording, and I was genuinely concerned because I was like 2 rooms away. But it's fine. With that being said, I'm going to give 8 points very happily to Dan.
Good.
Very happily. I love it. It's a good song.
It is. My 8 points will be going to my Maltese queen, Giada.
So we have the same top 2.
We do. And that was after consideration too. That was after consideration as well.
I'm happy for Giada. I like that for you.
Yeah.
Again, we have the same top 2. I don't know if they're in the same order. With that being said, after careful consideration, because I think either one of these songs would do very, very well for Malta at Eurovision this year, based on the performance and the vocal, my 10 points are going to Brooke.
And I figured you'd do that. We do this every time because my 10 points
every time I figure
alone. And
yeah, my 12 points go to Maxine Pace.
And my 12 points go to Brooke.
It's every time. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. So this is going up the morning of Super Saturday.
Tomorrow. For us.
Which is tomorrow. We will be live at some point, but for sure we will be live at 8 p.m. Eastern, which I know is late for the European peeps. However, that worked best for us. And let's be honest, y'all are going to be up watching the San Remo final anyway. So it ends at like 1:30.
Does it really?
1:30 CST, 1:30 a.m. CST, I think, or CET, I think.
Wow.
Oh, it's updated. Boy, Jesus. Yeah, San Remo ends at 1:45 a.m. CET.
Wow. Okay.
Just hop right over to our stream right after. It's fine.
Yeah, sure.
We'll be live at 2 a.m. CET, so. But with that, we're going to get out of here because breaking the fourth wall, we have another video to record. So, bye-bye. Cheers. Oh, no. Cheers.
Baby, is that a baby?
Oh, that's not where I was going to go.
Yeah, it's good to meet you. There's nothing in it for you. So if I show some skin, doesn't mean I'm giving in. I'm not your baby. Je me casse.